Hello everyone, Ogre27 Kane here today with special guest,
Drago14,
and we're doing a review of Children of Morta for the Nintendo Switch. Let's do a real quick overview of what this game is, what you can expect. So this game is a top-down dungeon crawler, very much in the vein of Diablo, but it's got a very good roguelike aspect to it that keeps you playing it over and over and over. Me and my daughter Frago must have played this game 30 times through, and we've enjoyed every minute of this game together. It has a great RPG upgrading element to it, and it has a lot of different variation to all the levels. We really enjoyed all the characters as well. Frago's favorite was Lucy, and my favorite was Lynn, but I also really enjoyed Kevin. The nice part is there's a character for every different playstyle, so definitely enjoy them, try them all. Well, let's start off with this first category, gameplay. The gameplay in this revolves around you visiting dungeons, which are randomly generated, and killing enemies to get loot and upgrade your character. As you go through each dungeon, the loot basically enhances your character, gets better and better. The only thing about this gameplay overloop that might irritate people is the roguelite aspect. Every time you go through it, it is different, and you are basically starting over from the beginning. The other cool part though about the gameplay loop is visiting your house and upgrading the different aspects of your house. Seeing your animals and getting new skills is always a blast and is really fun. Well, what are your thoughts on the gameplay, Frago?
I think Lucy's powers are really cool, mainly only because she's really the only one I play as. But I also really like all the animals, like Riker gives you luck. My dad, however, likes the owl.
Which gives you a extra dodge chance.
I love all the skills that the different characters have, and I also love the fact that it's a beat-em-up game because I just love beat-em-up games.
Well, the gameplay has different things for different people, and I love that about this. It definitely is something me and my daughter can enjoy together. Next up, let's talk about the story. The story in this game revolves around a family and their house and them taking care of an ancient forest on top of a mountain. There basically is a giant hole that opens up, erupts, and the mountain becomes infected. This family's mission is to essentially try to cleanse the mountain, but in doing so, they come across all kinds of ancient wonders and treasures in the making. The point to where you're seeing in this gameplay is towards the end of it, after everything's already been corrupted. The game starts out and it's definitely a lot more lush and green and gives you more of a happy open vibe. But by the end, you realize how dire the situation is. What do you want to say about the story, Frago?
I like that everything is corrupted. I think it's really unique, and I also like all the characters' different powers. It makes them super unique too.
Well, now we're going to hit our favorite category, and that is the combat. The combat in this game is a top-down dungeon crawler, but with the roguelike aspect of it, it makes it a lot more tense. You definitely have to worry a little bit more about what's going on. You don't have access to a lot of healing potions, and you don't have a lot of access to like a way back to save or anything like that. If you die, you die. If you make it, you make it. It's a typical roguelike, and it's also one of the things that makes this game super addictive. The other thing I want to say is that there are a ton of different weapon styles. All of the different characters have different weapons. It goes from a big, heavy hammer to having a little tiny pair of knives, to using magic, to using a sword and shield, to using a bow and arrow. It definitely gives you a lot of playability with each character. Now, because they have a system of fatigue, it forces you to try each character, and you have to figure out which ones you really enjoy. I really enjoyed this aspect of the game myself, and it made me branch out and try things I normally wouldn't. What do you think about this, Frago?
I really like Lucy's fireballs and all her little tornado things. I can attack from far, which makes it much easier for me, and I like the fast-paced combat in it too. Well, I really enjoyed the Ninja Turtles game, which was also a beat 'em up that we already reviewed and you should definitely check out. But I like all the elements in this game that attracted me to it and made me addicted.
Well, the combat in this game is about 90% of it, and you really have to enjoy it. So let's get on to the next category, graphics and animations. Well, the graphics in this game, as you can tell, are of a pixel art style, but that doesn't hold it back by any way, shape, or form. All the animations in this are fluid and everything runs pretty well. The only time you'll ever really see any issues is when there's an overwhelming amount of things going on the screen, and that does happen from time to time. But having only 2 players on at the same time and having the ability to escape with the dodge mechanic allows you to pretty much get away from these problems. Graphically speaking, this isn't the most intense game on the Switch, and it really doesn't have too much excuse to have any issues. But like I said, the issues it does have are very minimal and didn't affect our playthrough. Me and my daughter still really enjoyed everything about this game.
Well, I really like the art style, and that says a lot because I don't like a lot of pixel art stuff.
Well, let's move on to the next category now, the controls and the audio. Well, the controls in this game see you using the control stick to move your character around, and then you have different buttons assigned to different movements, different actions and abilities. Each character has a different button assigned for a different ability, so you definitely have to learn different movesets with each one. This doesn't hinder you in any way, but as you move between characters, you definitely have to rethink and retrain your brain between them. It's kind of a cool little thing, and it adds another aspect to learning each character. It's not just muscle memory with one character, there's actually a differentiation, a variation. The other thing is the audio in this game is really good. The characters have a lot of different things going on, and there's definitely a lot of different sounds. I really enjoyed the music as well. Did you need to say anything, Froggo?
I think the music's really cool, and I really like how it fades in and out.
Well, with all of our thoughts put together, it's time for us to finally talk about the conclusion, how we feel about this game. And we both feel very strongly, don't we, Froggo?
Definitely, yes we do.
Well, we really enjoyed this game. We put a lot of time into this together. Me and Froggo beat every level and every boss. We did almost everything in a joint campaign, and it's one of the things that made this game so much fun for us. Anything you want to part with, Froggo?
I really love this game, and my father and I worked really hard on this review, but make sure to scribble and comment down Fireball.
Did you enjoy this game?
Yes, we really did.
I agree completely. Me and Froggo had a lot of fun on this game. This game was definitely something that if you have somebody to play a game with, you should try out. Don't let the pixel art turn you off. It's definitely something that is interesting, fun, intriguing, and engaging. Well, thank you a lot. Well, as with every video, thank you for watching. It was an absolute blast to make. I upload every single Monday. If you really enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. And have a great rest of your day. This is Ogre27 Kane, and
Froggo14 out. Goodbye.